right, we should be live. It is Thursday, July 22nd. The time is just before 4:30 p.m. and the temperature is around 24 degrees Celsius. Mike is here, Fans Buses Gaming's here, Kay and Marcia, and I'm here at the intersection of a couple of, if you watch the Not Just Bikes channel, you might refer to them as Stroads. Not quite streets, not quite roads, kind of the worst of both worlds. Hello Jeanette and Tash, Darius and Daniel and everyone else. So this is the Allen Road and Sheppard West. However, just to the north of here, Allen turns into Dufferin Street as Dufferin resumes. And there is the former Downsview station across the street. That is now Sheppard West Station. And that station, I think, was built in '96, and there was a northern extension that shoots to the west over there at Downsview Park. And then it heads north up through York University and into the city of Vaughan. But for this one, I'm going to be heading east along Sheppard Avenue West. Someone's from the Dominican. Hello, Brad Palmer's here. And as I was setting up for the stream, I just ran into a viewer of the channel. He said hi, very friendly guy. He saw me just standing here taking the picture that I used for the thumbnail. Chris Mills, Marie Palmer. All right, so let's get moving here. Oh, I said, well, here's where Dufferin Street actually resumes, although it takes over Allen Road just north of here. And if you watch this channel, we are in virgin territory. Somehow, on none of my 850 or so videos, I have ever covered this part of Sheppard Avenue. Not from a bus or a bike or a live stream or a pre-recorded video. Psychic readings, phone readings available. Should I go get the $10 walk-in special? Tech Needs Tea is here. Greetings, Tech. So this street's going to be kind of a mishmash of residential and commercial, low and mid-rise developments. There's a few new condos that have popped up. I'll be crossing over the Don Valley River, or not the Don Valley River, the Don River, the west branch of that. That's just after Earl Bales Park. And the neighborhood just north of here, I think, is Bathurst Manor. And to the south of here is Clanton Park. Greetings to everyone just saying hi right now. There's a Toronto Buddhist temple. This was originally going to be a non-live stream that I tried to record, I think, a few months ago. I came out this way and it was raining, so I just recorded a transit video instead. New York, New York, here I come. Says that Montreal hotel room was a steal. It was a very nice hotel, except for that one unfortunate feature where you can peer into the bathroom from inside the room. Might make things awkward. There's the Buddhist temple. So this morning I got up and recorded a scooter ride along the waterfront to Humber Bay Shores. Good. I heard footsteps approaching. And there's a Royal Canadian Legion here. I think there's a rather large Jewish, Italian, Russian, and Filipino Canadian population in this area. Correct me if I'm wrong. Susan agrees with that feature. Hello, Whitby Dude and the Real Man. And way off in the distance, maybe we can zoom in on that. You can see Yonge and Sheppard. And that's the direction I'm trekking in. Looks like more open space, less stores in this area. Yeah. This is what you would call a Stroad. It's not a road, although it's designed as a road. It's wide and it's meant for traffic to move at a higher speed, but it can't because there's so many access points along the street. Cars are constantly getting bunched up. It's not the most pedestrian-friendly of roads either. Alex's school isn't too far. There's a cute restaurant across the street. Dan, that's a weird trend. Look at this, we have Yerba Buena cannabis. Greetings from the Azores. So I'll probably be out recording downtown tomorrow. So I kind of felt like doing something a little bit further away. I've done Lawrence West before, and even part of Finch West. And this is Wilson Heights Drive. $10 from Bevy since I'm having Korean. You should too for dinner. Bevy, YHZ, thank you for the $10. You get a thumb up. Thank you for pointing out that Le Saint Martin installed their toilet paper incorrectly in the comments. When I eventually get around to leaving a TripAdvisor review, I'll dock them a star for that one for sure. I don't think I've done a walking live stream since I got back from Montreal. I know I did an e-scooter one when I got back. Then I did a bike ride on Monday. Then I did a driving one on Tuesday. So yeah, this is the first walking one in quite a while. And thanks again, Bevy. I hope you enjoy your Korean food. I might just have Korean food. I'm kind of feeling like this Korean fried chicken place called The Fry. It's been a while since I've had it. Chris Mills' first apartment was near here, Acton Avenue. And there's a plane. That must have just took off from Downsview Airport. Look how low that thing is. Kartik loved when I showed meeting my friends in a patio. You know, not too many people make it to the very end of the videos. So maybe I'll start burying more surprises towards the end. I asked my friends if they wanted to be in the video. Even though they've been in a live stream before, they were kind of hesitant. So I did the logical thing, and I turned them into a cartoon. Brash asks, what was my favorite food when I lived in Korea? Ooh, I had a lot. Ogyapsal, cheese duck galbi. Unfortunately, you can't get the really spicy stuff here, but it's still pretty good. Alex remembers seeing them on Geary Avenue. Yeah, I should go back to Geary Avenue. That's not one I've revisited yet. There's a good idea for a video. Maybe we'll hit there on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. Hey, an electric bus. Look at that place, Josie's Sport Bar and Cafe. Not sports bar, sport bar. They intend to have 3D printed downtown. Maybe put it up on an Instagram post. I do have an email address on my About section, which I'll eventually get around to checking. Oh, there's a pharmacy. I've been looking at the price of COVID tests at different pharmacies. There's a place in Pearson Airport where apparently you can get a COVID test for $60. The pharmacy near my place is $150. That's unfortunately going to be needed for my upcoming trip to New York. I also got a last-minute deal to fly to Vancouver for $150 round trip in my email today. I was kind of tempted. You assumed I would have in a boot section. That's one of those predefined YouTube things. I don't have much say in it. They're advertising this as being near Yorkdale Mall? What? That is a bit of a stretch. I need to come east, but the west is calling my name. I cannot read that. Alex can't wait for some more traveling. Yeah. I think the combination personal trip / YouTubing itinerary kind of worked out. Ria Tomor, hello. Pho Sedong, the most famous Vietnamese beef noodle soup. They're using the superlative. The most famous. What's your favorite airline in the US? I don't have one. Although internationally, I don't mind flying Delta. They're pretty good. Most of them are pretty good when you're flying internationally. But I always fly with a Canadian or Asian airline. Toronto's a big enough hub that if you're going anywhere, you don't need to connect through the US and deal with that one extra layer of security and customs. So I typically avoid it. But there's been a few occasions where I've flown out on United, which is horrible. Delta, which again was pretty good. Cathay or Eva, yeah, those are the two I usually take. Hello, Jim B. I love Cathay, but I'm a little bit wary of flying through Hong Kong these days. I think I'll stick to Eva when I have the choice. Jeanette, your daughter is now an official Canadian citizen. Congratulations. I would send you a super chat for that if I could. And what do we have here? Coin laundry. Roman Baber, member of provincial parliament. Happy Feet Spa. Do you think this, how legit do you think that place is? I'm gonna wager not very. Sorry, let me just pull up. And this is weird. There's like a strip mall down the side of the strip mall. We've lost a lot of people. Rip stream. Are we moving on to part 2? My stream is working fine. Guys, I never left. All right, sorry about that, guys. There's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna keep going. We're back, and with the software I'm using, we should never lose a stream. Even if the connection goes bad, it'll reconnect all on its own. Susan says because it's a strip mall. Well, there is cell service everywhere, but remember, I need to maintain a certain speed to keep these streams up. So if I'm below the speed that I need, but still have a connection, it might do that, but it'll reconnect. The stream is working fine. It's just before 4:30 p.m. Hello, Wall Street Skate Bro. I've seen a couple of your streams. I think you were having problems with Prism the other night. I'm just checking one thing out here. I don't know, I've got the stream up in 1080p on my phone. Looks good enough to me. So we're just going to keep marching west and hope we don't lose anyone again. Or sorry, marching east on Sheppard. Hello, Damien. So if you're wondering where I am, it is Sheppard Avenue, so we're north of Midtown. We're up in North York. Did you remember to refill the flux capacitor? Well, yeah, I saw that Action Kid did a premiere on that. And if you watch my video on the Montreal metro system, you'll see that it's so much nicer than what they have in LA or New York, or to be completely honest, Toronto. Hello, Snow Dog Japan. Any relation to Funny Dog Toronto? Funny Dog dropped into my last cycling stream. And on the topic of cycling, I have no update on my damn e-bike. It was supposed to come middle of July. They haven't shipped it yet. I've reached out to them. They haven't replied yet. But there's a company in Toronto that is releasing a new e-bike next month. And they reached out to me to potentially do a few videos for them. So one way or the other, I should end up with an e-bike. There's the Sheppard Gospel Hall. Where does Action Kid live? I'm assuming New York. Luke says I'm going to New York, yeah. Hopefully in August. Marty Wasaga, you got back from a pretty nice beach, I guess, based on your name. Brash, no they don't. Clem says this looks like the outskirts of Baghdad. Well, this is the epitome of bad design where we are right now. What is this car just doing? Just sitting there? No four-ways on. I guess there's construction up ahead, but maybe he's blocking that. At least put your four-ways on, man. Probably passed out. I think it was a security guy in there. So we should be coming up on Bathurst at some point. You think dares me to ride the bus? I just took the bus to get here. I'm probably not going to hop on it with my gimbal, but yeah, I've been binging on that Not Just Bikes channel. There's a lot of really excellent videos. Brash Brannigan, $5.49 through Super Chat. Something to help me survive Baghdad. Thank you very much, Brash. I'll do my best to survive. Jordan says, am I doing a live stream this weekend? I don't know. Hello, Nivea, thank you. Probably. At the very least, I'll get out on the scooter and make one. There's a Timmy's on the left. Stumbles needs to test the free vodka that I got. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'm out of beer in my fridge anyways. All right, so everything I said about the bad design in this area can be forgiven. There is a Popeyes. There is a Sheppard Street in the financial district, but this is Sheppard Avenue. Rebecca, no, I started at Allen Road in Sheppard, so I didn't go through the park. Jenny K wants a medium regular and some Timbits. Well, at least we found some life, just like Palmerston Street versus Palmerston Boulevard. Not quite the same, Susan. Palmerston just changes its name to Boulevard for the fancy part. This has nothing to do with the Sheppard in the financial district. It's good to know you can always get weed here. They need an olive oil next to the Popeyes. This is not a pedestrian-friendly part of town, is it? So they designed this super highway of a street. Then you have an unprotected sidewalk right up next to the cars. Big strip malls. Jeanette Morales, $10 for a snacky after dinner. Jeanette, thank you. I will absolutely turn that $10 into a snack. Time that pan right. I tried to get that fire truck in it. Oh, there should be more than that, Novell. There's a supermarket. You always got to be careful with entrances to big parking lots along major streets like this. Huh? Someone just yelled at me. Say hi! That guy just asked if he could be in my vlog. I wouldn't call it a vlog, but sure. And we are approaching Bathurst. So to the south of here, I guess several blocks south of here is Little Manila. And look at this. They don't even have a Dollarama, it's a dollar store. Margates used to work here a long time ago. They have a Wimpy's. Hey, a Wimpy's. Wimpy's always has the weirdest locations. You would not expect there to be a burger restaurant. Hello, Estelle? Alison says Wimpy's is the worst. There's Wimpy's and there's Licks. It's another Stroad meets Stroad intersection. Only serious content. You missed my connection shitting the bed and everyone complaining that it was buffering. Clem says I gotta try the scorpions on a stick. There's a look southbound Bathurst. Let's grab a view of the north, or to the north. Look at that fabulous pedestrian-friendly road. All right, let's keep moving here. Although, if I wanted to stick my head into Earl Bales Park, yeah, I'm just gonna cross on this side here with these people. Does Lick still exist? That's a good question. There goes number 7 north. Now we enter a big expanse of not a whole lot. There was a strip mall I missed by crossing the street. Summer House, Filipino and Thai cuisine. I might have to order from there sometime. Marcus International Deli, karate, China Court. Will a visible tattoo cause you trouble in Canada? As long as it's not a swastika or something, probably not. Depends on the tattoo. But I think most tattoos should be fine. Snow White dry cleaners. And we are approaching the west branch of the Don River. It breaks into two around E.T. Seton Park to the southeast of here. This is definitely a bit of an oddball street to stream. I'll probably go up to Scarborough at some point next week and make a video and do a stream up there. I've also got the island circled on my calendar. I found a day in early August. Sorry, Bevy, for waiting on that request. I do Toronto Zoo. Well, that's a little bit out of the way from where I'll be going, but perhaps I'll be able to go there at some point. Marty in Wasaga, have a good night, sir. And Rico, video game controller punches and kicks in between the words super effective. Enrico, come on, $69.99. Thank you, Enrico. I'm at a loss for words. And thank you for super chatting twice during my driving stream. When you knew full well I would not be able to read the chat, you still did it anyways. So thank you, Enrico. Now we enter a part where pedestrians seldom venture. Enrico is also a Patreon member. And they all got a video of me driving from Port Credit to Burlington. as a bonus video yesterday. It also included a traffic jam. And tomorrow's video will be from downtown to Port Credit in Mississauga. That's a driving video. And then we'll have a walking video of Port Credit. I think that'll be Saturday morning's video. And then I don't know what Sundays is. I'll probably put the e-scooter ride I filmed this morning up later. Hello, Peter Stock. As we enter a large stretch of nothingness right now. Good place for autumn leaves on the bridge ahead, says Transwave. I bet my e-scooter could chug up this hill. I think I'm gonna take it for a spin tonight. No camera, just ride it around. It's the type of thing when it's the winter and the roads are covered in muck. I'll be sitting there thinking, why didn't I do more of that in the summer? Well, now it's the summer. Alex says we haven't seen a double upload in a while. Maybe when I get super ahead on videos, I'll start double uploading. Today's video, the hotel review, I filmed as a video for my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. I just decided, since I'm probably gonna start doing more hotel reviews, or walkthroughs at least, to put it on this channel. And that's why it's not very serious. I made zero attempt to pronounce things correctly. It was definitely more of a stumbles than a strides video. And I think I walked right by Earl Bales Park. That would have been south of Bathurst, and that's one of two parks in the city where you can go skiing. I think it's like 36 bucks for a pass. You can also go skiing at Centennial in Etobicoke. So we're going to get a view of the Don River soon. It's just a little access road if you're wondering what we're walking over right now. Unique Gamer loves Earl Bales Park. Yeah, I should go there and do a live stream at some point. It's such a big park. Oh, this is awkward. These two people are going to think I'm filming them. Let's keep it. It's so narrow and there's really nothing to point the camera at. I'm just going to keep the camera away. Let's be courteous. And that is the park down there, I believe. There's a big off-leash zone. And that sign says Earl Bales Park. Oh, that guy is jogging up. Go for it. Hey, Christian. Did I drive on the highway that's a long tunnel? No, I didn't, Whitby. Do I have an aquarium? No. Why not? A better question is why? Oh, we found the Don River. Clayton just tuned in. Where are we today? We are on Sheppard Avenue West, heading east. Maybe we can get a ultra wide view. And way, way off in the distance are the towers of Yonge and Eglinton, near where I live in Midtown. Aren't aquariums a lot of work? Yeah, they are. People don't realize how much work they are. And no, you should never empty out all the water and clean it. You will kill your fish if you do that. I think you're only supposed to change 20% at a time, but do it regularly. And don't clean all the surfaces at once. You're only supposed to clean sections of it, because you end up killing the beneficial bacteria that creates the balance in the tank. You also need to maintain the pH level. Don't ask me why I know this. But yes, aquariums are a lot of work. Susan says, can we call that Stride City? That's what Ken Continuum calls it. Cyclists on the sidewalk. They might be under 14. Chris Mill says, much like hot tub maintenance. I thought hot tubs were a bacterial nightmare if you don't maintain them properly. Carl Roth says he's missed these live walks. I haven't done one through Toronto in a while. Not yet, Clayton. I'm waiting for the e-bike. Then I'm going to take that out to the bluffs. Hello, Hyde K. Greetings in Tokyo. And we have emerged onto the other side of the Don River. Inching my way closer to the destination. So that wasn't getting lost. AK was giving directions, but I was pretty certain of where I was going. Where's my e-scooter? My e-scooter is plugged in, charging. I'm gonna take it out tonight. Normally, after I use it, I don't plug it in because the battery's kind of hot and you want it to at least be at room temperature before you recharge it. But I didn't really want to wait. I wanted a full battery for tonight. This isn't a bench, but I'm going to sit down here for a minute. And just have a sip of water. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm glad it's there. Johnny needs to come to New York. Well, if Action Kid is there when I'm there, I'm sure we'll be able to make it happen. All right, I'm just going to put my phone down for a second. Whoops. There's a slanted view of I don't know what. I've got my BC Clip water bottle today. And if you're wondering what I keep in my bag for snacks, I typically have one of these guys. Just filling enough to get me over till until I get a proper meal. Hyde K, 610 yen. Today, the Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony is going on. Hyde K, thank you very much for the 610 Japanese yen. I can't wait to go back to Japan. It's probably not going to be till 2022, but that is very high on my list. So, thank you again, Hyde K, and everyone else as I awkwardly... Hopefully it's in sync this time. The last few times I did this, it wasn't in sync. But I had a higher level of stabilization. Brash says there's areas in LA you wouldn't go through. Yeah, or at least you'd want to take the scooter through. I think he has a scooter, right? So he could scoot through some of those places. I'd probably go to the Cecil Hotel and ride through there. I think that's in Skid Row. There's a documentary about that place on Netflix. Well, about the girl who disappeared into the water tank there. She was Canadian. All right, I'm starting to get a move on again, guys. Sorry. I just needed a refreshment. But thanks again, Hyde K. And thank you, Enrico. And Bevy and everyone else who sent a super. Actually, that's one cool thing about this software. I can pull it to the right. Hyde K, Enrico, Jeanette, Brash, Brannigan, and Bevy. Thank you guys. Sanjay, 99 cents, smiling face with a halo. Thank you, Sanjay, for the 99 cents. Hyde K says Shibuya is cool, yes. I remember the train station there going, Shibuya. Here's a tip, if you're a foreigner and you go to Shibuya or Shinjuku Station and you just wander around, someone will come help you. They have teams of people that work there that all speak English. Deborah Ball, $4.99 to buy some chocolate that doesn't melt. Deborah, thank you. Do they have unmeltable chocolate? Does it exist? Well, if it does, I'll have to track it down. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, mine doesn't have the range of the 9-bot. But the e-bike I'm getting will go at least 80 kilometers. And there's another e-bike that I'm looking at with that Toronto-based company that also has a ridiculous range. And that's when I'm planning on heading down to the Bluffs. $6.99 from Dean Butcher. You drove 18 hours from Nova Scotia to Toronto to find an apartment. You leave Saturday. And after 1 week, you have nothing. Dean Butcher, sorry you came up empty-handed. I feel like I should be the one sending you $6.99 for that. Thank you very much, Dean. But you did the right thing. There's so many scams and fake listings online. Plus you get to see it in person yourself when you come. $1.99 from Elizabeth. Shiba dog raises and lowers his index finger to get noticed. Elizabeth DR, thank you very much. Jenny K says, don't blame the chocolate. Hyde K, sorry to hear that. It's not a great number. $6.99 from Carsto. Use this to add a couple more Cliff Bars to your backpack. Carsto, thank you. Thank you, Carsto. funny to see such tiny houses on a large street. Yeah, it's a real odd road, isn't it? $2 from Emoj2, my man. Thank you for the $2. $4.99 from AJ Vintage. Sheepy dog clapping his hands. Thank you, AJ Vintage. And Emoj. I'm getting the hang of not missing super chats on this software where the text is absolutely tiny. You guys are starting to fund my next trip to New York. I might squeeze in a trip to Ottawa at some point. I'm also thinking of heading down to Hamilton for a day. Susan said that was to put the kids I don't have through college. They're now offering a Montessori elementary, so I would get a school? You're offering me a school. Sweet. Reminds me of that episode of Family Guy where there was a free Tibet sign. And Peter said, I'll take it. Hey, China, I have something I think you might want. Yeah, Jeanette, Ottawa's an easy one. And there's enough there to make a few videos and do a live stream. Definitely find a hotel with a good pool. The last hotel I stayed there was the Alt Hotel. It was pretty good. The location was excellent. Jenny K says I'm saving up for another quickie divorce for myself. Thanks to all 365 viewers right now. If you can't chat, it's because you have to subscribe and be subscribed for 5 minutes. Interfinance Mortgage Corporation. Greetings, Lisa. Oh, this is cute, this Korean dental office. I'm guessing these smaller homes are good targets for businesses like this. As we walk along the planning nightmare that is Sheppard Avenue. Hello, Little XO from Dahlia and Lily and Larry to start the show. Thank you. Was it on Royal York or one of those streets where you tracked me down in your car and said hi to everyone on camera? Dan Cap. I have no idea what this place is, but it's probably not the type of business that needs to tell you what they do. Hey, we found, this is neat. This is the General Consulate of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Look at this. Maybe we'll get the wide angle. That's a neat find. Again, this is virgin territory for this channel. It's part of Sheppard rents out fedoras to unsuspecting hipsters. He says, why aren't I walking downtown? It's not always all about downtown. And I kind of find these walks are a little more relaxing for me to do. There's less turning the camera away from people. But since I'm walking today, I'll probably do an e-scooter stream either tomorrow or Saturday. And that will probably be downtown or in the vicinity of it. Goldfinger Injury Lawyers. Enrico again, $69.99. Sorry, can't help myself. All right, Enrico. You've definitely upgraded the college for the kid I don't have. Thank you again for the obscene amount of super chats. Hey, that's kind of like the e-bike that I'm looking at. Not the, or the one that the company reached out to me. That looks very much like it. My only concern is the handlebars are so high that if I wear the chest-mounted camera, I don't know if I can get the viewpoint that I like to get. I might have to look at raising the GoPro somehow or switching to a helmet mount. Which the problem with the helmet mounts is that when you're riding a bike, you're constantly looking over your shoulder, and then you end up swinging the camera around and giving everyone, or making everyone dizzy in the process. But thank you again, Enrico. Enrico super chatted me twice during my driving stream. What else is they have adjustable bars? Yeah, but they're designed not to be the aggressive style that my bike is, so the bars will never go way below the seat. Because I want to have a camera angle where I can see just the top of the handlebars, but the horizon isn't too high or too low. It's towards the center of the screen. And I think it might be a challenge to do it on that. The e-bike I ordered, I'll be able to do it on. Enrico won the Powerball, maybe. Maybe. Well, that stuff is none of our business. Look at this place. Lavi Studios. Alex says almost at the famous Yonge and Sheppard. There's where the MP, not the MPP, but the MP. Ooh, that's the big dog. And here's the MPP. Stan Cho. So I'm guessing they're liberal federally and provincially they're conservative here. Normally that's what the blue would mean. At this point I'm just ready to vote everybody out. Dentistry for children. Is that an enticing sculpture or whatever you want to call it? Lisa says that's terrified. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... I think taking a kid to that dentist is kind of like taking your dog to a vet, where the dog knows what it is. Yeah, Kartik, I generally avoid conversations like that. And here's what's fascinating about Yonge Street. You can see there's a skyline that only runs about a block east and west of Yonge Street, and it runs between Finch and Sheppard pretty much. But it's very north to south. And then we have these abominations of roads, such as Sheppard and Finch, which don't know what they want to be. But feeding cars into Yonge. This is what happens when urban planners fall asleep, or they're more likely not given any say. Thank you, Miriam. Hey, there's an Avis Rent-A-Car here. I rented from the new Enterprise at Yonge and Eglinton when I got that Camry I drove to Burlington. And coming up is Beecroft. This is the street that John Tory had the brilliant idea of putting bike lanes on. The plan was all along to put them on Yonge Street, but there was an election approaching, so he didn't want to take any sides on that, so they deferred the vote. But his brain-dead idea was to put bike lanes on Beecroft. When they belong on Yonge. Fortunately, after the election cleared, he stopped weighing in on the matter. City Council went ahead and approved bike lanes on Yonge, and that's what we're getting eventually. They're going to be taking one lane of traffic at either side, expanding the sidewalks, and adding a bike lane. And that is going to make this area 1,000 times better. But as a cyclist, there's a 0% chance I would come take this street as an alternative to Yonge if I was going north and south. There's no street named Johnny in Toronto. I don't think there ever will be. At some point, I've badmouthed every politician here. I think we'll see a new Dundas Street before we see a new Johnny Street. And there is where I boarded my long chariot to take me to Downsview, where I hopped out and started this live stream. And we are at our destination, folks. We walked Sheppard West from Allen Road, although it's probably more familiar if we just say from Dufferin. And I headed east all the way to Yonge and Sheppard. And this area is always a favorite area to stream from, this part of Yonge Street. People always seem to enjoy it. It's also one of my go-to spots to film a video when I don't have any ideas. I'm thinking of coming here and doing an after midnight video through this area, or at least a late night video once the sun is down and it's pitch black. $10 from Sweet Frost Gaming. Hello everyone, it's almost the weekend. Yeehaw! Sweet Frost Gaming, thank you very much for the $10. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. I'm assuming you have a gaming channel with that name. Perhaps I'll check it out. So there is a look north, up Yonge. I'll be back here. I'll probably stream here next week. People always seem to like it when I stream in this area. I just don't want to do it to death. But maybe I'll do it from Yonge and Steeles, and we could come all the way down, maybe to York Mills. There's an idea. I've ever seen any random fruit trees in Toronto. That's something you used to see in the suburbs all the time, but I don't know if I have. I probably have. Transwave says go north a bit. No, we're gonna head into the subway. Someone said Johnny a lemon tree. I've covered what I set out to cover. But I'll probably stream tomorrow or Saturday, but I think it's going to be on the e-scooter. While the weather's nice, I'm going to try to maximize the amount of two-wheeled streams I do versus the walking, because it's probably going to be mostly walking once winter rolls around. Also, my feet and shoes are grateful. When I take breaks from doing this sort of thing. Chuck Diamond, $20. Keep walking, Johnny. You're the best. Chuck Diamond, God tier channel member, Chuck Diamond. Thank you very much. I gave all the God tier members a shout out in a recent video. Thank you for the $20. You say keep walking as we're near the end of the stream. I suppose I could walk south to York Mills. Miriam, 20 Brazilian real. Hair character looking at himself in the mirror. Thanks for being you, with hearts popping out of his eyes. Oh, I think this thing is just describing the emojis I can't see. Clem Bevy bought the Amazon sneakers in gray, and she says they are comfy. Bevy, since the stream is ending, now's a good chance to announce your next live stream. We can let everyone know. Alex says save York Mills for next week. Yeah. I think we'll do a Yonge and Steeles to York Mills stream. That'll do. Give us an inspirational quote before you go. I don't know about inspirational. Don't ever buy an Apple product unless you have to. There's one for you. Now we are heading over to the east side of Yonge. Thank you everyone for hanging out. We had way too many super chats for me to recall. But thank you to everyone who supered. Thank you to Enrico for your 2 ridiculous supers. Thank you to our mods. Did Bevy weigh in on her next stream? Bevy says tomorrow or Saturday. There you go. Moderator extraordinaire, Bevy YHZ. Streaming from the right coast. Tomorrow or Saturday. I'm gonna probably stream from here, somewhere around here, on the scooter tomorrow or Saturday. But now I'm gonna go eat something and hop on my scooter and scoot around. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great Thursday. And I will catch you on the next one.